Hello, Americans, and other friends, subscribers around the world. Back here, man. So today we're going to talk about some old, in some cases, some old antique Woodsman, mountain men, bushcraft, whatever tools or knives. And I was going to show a few of these. I literally, not exaggerating, not anything, but I have hundreds of knives of all kinds of styles and stuff. And my favorite style, or my favorite knife, you know, just for the history and everything, is probably the Green River. But the Green River is also, you know, the Green River, what I call the Green River style, you know. It's the old, dude, it's a butcher knife, you know, the Green River style knife. It'd be, I mean, you know, that looks like something that grandma has, or you have in your kitchen, you know, just an old butcher knife. And this one's actually not a Green River, this one's actually, or a Kabar. That's an old Kabar is what that is. And that, you know, that's one of my, I love it, man. I love all my knives. And then, oh, we got somebody pulling in. Hold on a second. Miss Kitty just getting back faster than I thought she would. Okay, so we were showing the Kabar. Man, great backbone, man, full tang, very firm, and dude, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, man, this knife will do anything and everything that you'd ever, you ever needed. Not that I don't, I mean, I go around personally on me right now and always, no matter what day it is, I have at least 3 knives on me all the time. I have, here, I'll show it. Uh-oh. There it is. Dude, there for a minute it was in the wrong pocket. But I have the old, you know, the old trusty old timer, and you can see it's an oldie. You know, it's the old 3-blade. Get the dang blades to come out. There you go. No. You know, that's my old timer, man. The old, you know, the old trusty whittling knife. You know, anytime that I need a little blade, I've got it. Not that I couldn't make this work, but it's always nice to have, you know, a smaller knife. Just gonna see, this is a 340T. That's what that is. Man, very, very nice, very handy knife that I never leave home without it. And then I always have, you know, old trusty buck, man. These aren't antique, obviously. Or this one ain't. And this is an old buck. I don't remember what the, oh, it's a buck, my eyeballs, man. A 285. Buck 285, and it's USA. It's actually bucks are made in, you know, except for the China crap where they sold out. But if it's an American-made buck, it's made in northern Idaho. And I actually sold them, or traded them, one or the other. But I had some that were, you know, the buck, and then it said Idaho on it. Why I got rid of both of those, I don't know, man. I only ever had 2. So then I got the buck, and then, and this one's an old custom. You know, I made an old, you know, mountain style or a sheath. And then this is an old Evans, and it's an old custom Idaho-made knife. Those are my 3 that I carry on me all the time. The only thing that normally, you know, I carry one on my belt that is long enough to go through, you know, the fat on a bear. Because I'll tell you, if you know, I'm just saying that, when you live in bear country and you have bears coming on your property and stuff all the time, you never know when you might end up having to wrestle one. And, you know, after putting that one down and, you know, or after cleaning bear, the fat on a bear, you know, is about that thick. So that knife right there wouldn't even go through the fat on a bear. So most of the time when I'm out in the field, and I actually have that one that Gregor sent me, but the sheath, I need to send it. I should have Muskrat make me another sheath. But the sheath ended up, that's one of the problems about all sheaths and everything that I'm wearing on mine, because I wear them, man. And I use and abuse them. And the best style for me is these old belt, you know, old style, but they're just bulky when you put them on. But back to the length and stuff, you know, that's the other, you know, if you're using it for protection or from bears or cougars or, you know, you're not going to be wrestling a bear every day, but you never know when you might. And it'd be nice to have a knife that was long enough to actually do something. You're probably in deep crap anyway. And then this is old butcher knife stuff. And the only reason, this one's kind of a rare bird, kind of old. And I brought it, I really don't know why I brought it out. I guess it was in the collection of them, right? Or the first ones that I came across. And this one's an old, I was trying to look on, oh, they put it under Old Hickory too. But it's an Ontario Knife Company. Man, Ontario Knife Company makes some amazing knives, and they're still making them today. And I know up in McCall, you know, it's Old Hickory. Don't know if they are still together, and they might be. I actually think they are. Because up in McCall, at Mays Hardware, you know, they sell brand new. You can go in there and buy, you know, it's actually a 2-pin, not a 3-pin. This one here is not a full tang either. But you can go in there and buy a knife just like this, you know, with 2 pins, an Old Hickory, you know, and I think that they are made in the Ontario Knife Company, I think. And I think it's about 20 bucks, you know, 20 bucks for just a old butcher knife like that. Now this one being the Kabar, I have never even priced it or whatever. I'll tell you what, back in the day, Kabar, if I would have had this back when I was doing flea markets before the internet and everything, this would have been high dollar back before eBay. And then the other knife that I have, and this one actually came in it's all really, I don't know that much about it, but it came in a trade that I did. It's all Damascus, and I'll tell you about Damascus steel. You know, man, beautiful work on that. Man, they're putting out Damascus knives nowadays. Man, you can pick them up, you know, cheaper, so they're calling Damascus. You know, Damascus steel is, man, I can't remember, they folded over 1,000 or 10,000 times, you know, man. I mean, Damascus steel is an art, man. It's they've kind of ruined it because, you know, and I don't know if this one, you know, I would guess that this is probably one of them too, man. They started putting them out in mass production, China crap. This has no stampings, no nothing. And I got this in a trade with some other old stuff, but I have no idea really about this knife. And the only reason that I brought it out was to talk about Damascus, you know, and the folding over and stuff, all that. Nothing against Damascus, man. I think they're beautiful, man. They make amazing swords, man. They hold an edge. Damascus steel's great. My personal thing about Damascus steel, I had one years ago, you know, and this is back before they were mass producing and stuff, man. This knife, I think I sold it for 300 or 400 bucks or something like that. I mean, this thing was nice, you know, a longer knife. And it was Damascus, real Damascus. And the only thing that I didn't like about it, and I used it, you know, used it for cleaning some fish and used it for cleaning some animals and stuff like that. And the thing that I didn't like about it, you know, because Damascus has got like almost a texture. And I found, this is my own preference, man. If you like Damascus, I have nothing against it, man. It's just not my preferred. I'd rather go with this. You know, it's just not my preferred knife. But what I found is blood and stuff will get caught up, you know, or kind of, not really caught up, but it'll catch, man. And when you go like this, you know, there'll just be little traces of blood. I mean, you really got to scrub it. You can scrub it out of there, of course, but it's just textured, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not a huge fan of Damascus. This one here, I have, it's a beautiful knife, man. But I'm sure it's one of those, I mean, it's quality. It's I don't know if that's stone or marble or what that is. And man, beautiful, man, with the pin and the holes in it and everything, man. Just beautiful knife. Like I said, the trade, I was after other things that was in the trade, and this was just a bonus gift, basically. So, man, I like it. I probably wouldn't carry it. You know, I want to get a sheath or whatever, make a sheath for it. But pretty nice, but it's not something that I would particularly carry. Oh, I better show this. And I just brought this out anyway. It needs to be cleaned up. This is a brittle solid steel, made in the USA, old meat cleaver. Man, and you cannot, you know, I got a few cleavers. I don't know what they're bringing, you know, online anymore, but I wouldn't sell this one for nothing. I'm going to clean the blade up, obviously, you know, get it down. Probably the handle and stuff's still tight and good, you know, and 3-pin and all that. But definitely, it's definitely been out in the weather and everything like that. But, man, these are handy, man, for butchering, for wood splitting, man, kindling. They're just great. So there's what is that, man? How many did I do? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7 wood crafting or Woodsman tools. And for the most part, I guess 4 of them were antiques, man. See, so you can still, man, some of these old tools, they'll be still using 100 years from now. Good Lord willing. And them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.